That fan is so loud. Well, got about 1,000 miles on these tires and I already got one separating.
Said there's another truck in the bay, so we just sit right here. We'll be fine right here.
See if I can get out and show you guys. So when people say not to run recaps, it's real. Alright, my SD card was full. I had to delete some stuff. Yeah, look, we've got a brand new tire separating off the cap already. So, it's disgusting. They can't be trusted, just like everybody says, but then you Google recaps and everybody swears by them and the companies are like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm absolutely disgusted at myself for buying these tires. Alright, 6:45 Monday morning. We got about a 16-minute drive to go drop this coil. They start unloading at 7. We should have probably been there a little earlier, huh? Hopefully they're quick to unload it. Looks like more rain's coming in. The APU water pump belt ended up breaking yesterday. Like right before we went to go get a shower, which is a good thing. So we walked over to the Petro to see if they had a belt. They didn't have a belt. So we walked over to the Speedco. They didn't have a belt. We ended up having to drop the trailer and drive to, is this guy parking? No parking anytime, bro. Clearly a sign right there. Gonna clog up the entrance. O'Reilly's. We ended up going to O'Reilly's. Right next to O'Reilly's was a Walmart. There was some guy set up in the Walmart cooking ribs. So we bought some ribs from him for dinner last night. Pretty good. Gibbs ribs. Yeah, what a weird fellow that guy is.
Character.
Yeah, he is a character. He went live on Facebook just to, I mean, he didn't know who I was. He was just, I think he was just excited to have customers, honestly. But he went live on Facebook. Super weird dude. I think the ribs were good before he put the barbecue sauce on them. Lita liked the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I don't know. The piece he gives you, like, to try it, was amazing. Afterwards, when he put some barbecue sauce on, I was just crazy. Anyways, what else did we do? That's pretty much it, huh? This place is awesome. This Petro is really nice. It's super awesome. They got trails right back behind it. I mean, if we're ever back in this area, I'm definitely stopping here again. It was a lot of fun riding yesterday. I can't wait to do our next 34. See what we got. It's gonna be hard to top this place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super hard. I figured I would be driving around town or riding around town. I didn't ever think I would ever find anything like that. So, anyways, see you guys in 15 minutes when we're dropping this coil. All right. You can always tell you're in Pennsylvania when you have to drive through these little towns. It's like you can drive through a town in Pennsylvania and know you're in Pennsylvania. So we've just arrived to our last drop. I need a better bike cover for that thing. I think they're supposed to be coming out of this door and unloading us, so I'm gonna get this thing unstrapped and untarped, and we'll see what happens. All right, super quick unloads today. Fantastic. I think it might be 9 o'clock.
Sit back into either door. Doesn't matter.
Long live.
Looks like 5 coils and 2 pieces of trim. These have to be tarped. They said these don't have to be tarped. So I wonder if we should just move these up front after we move those tarps. First time using the ratchets on the other side, because we don't have enough ratchets on that side to do, because I want to do 3 on the front, 3 on the back, and then 2 in the middle. Well, we made it to Camp Creek, West Virginia rest area, and it's fairly big, but they have no facilities here, so I guess we can send billions of dollars to Ukraine, but we can't build a bathroom for truck drivers. I guess I'll just be taking a dump in the parking lot if I have to. Anyways, driving along, actually not driving along, did my walk around, and so when they did all the work on my truck, or on my trailer, I noticed my airbags weren't filling up before I left. Come to find out, they jacked the trailer up and the bags kind of folded in on themselves, and then the trailer wouldn't come down, which basically told the leveling valve don't put air in the bags because the trailer was already lifted where it needed to be. Well, they disconnected the leveling valve, picked it up with a forklift, allowed the airbags to fill back up with air, and then set the trailer back down with the forklift, and then hooked up my leveling valve. But they set it too low, I think, because this is the heaviest load that we've done, obviously, since we picked up the trailer. It wasn't putting enough air in these bags here. And you can see, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but this trailer was riding on this tire for a little bit. It kind of melted this edge of this tire here. The other side is even worse. So that sucks. Brand new tires, already pretty much ruined. Yeah, you can see that's kind of worn funny. You can see all the rubber up in here, look at that. So, I don't know, that's a bummer. I didn't think to check that. Last time we had an issue with one of our tires was when we did those machines that we put on here. and the engines were so heavy on one side that it squished these airbags down and kind of wore this inside tire funny. But they have since rotated them when they did all the work. So I mean, the tires aren't ruined, they're still legal, but it's still frustrating to spend all that money on tires and something like that happen. Oh, so I don't know if I told you guys or not, we Mason picked us up. We got another load shortly after we left picking this up. We're going to be picking up somewhere in North Carolina, heading back to Ohio. So, little update on my brother. He dropped a load. He took a load to Minneapolis. I told him I don't go to Minneapolis. I try not to go to Minneapolis. Last few times we went up there, it's been hard getting out. He took a load up to Minneapolis, dropped it. Today is Monday, and they couldn't find him anything worth a flip. So he ended up picking up a load that picks up tomorrow, but he had to deadhead 300 miles. So he's like me. He doesn't want to, like, even if it works out the same, even if he picked up a load in Minneapolis and say took it to Georgia and it ended up being, you know, $250 a mile, he would rather deadhead that 300 miles and then take a load that's technically paying whatever to Georgia, but after the deadhead ended up being 250 miles, because that keeps the rates up. Like, the broker doesn't know that he's deadheading 300 something miles, but he deadheaded it so that it wouldn't kill the rates on the board. If that makes any sense. So anyways, I think Lita's going to heat up some food. It looks like we're gonna get some more rain, so I'm gonna get these dogs out, take them for a quick walk, and then we're gonna do some more editing, more video editing. I'm gonna try to get you guys another video out. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Good morning. We are in Whittleville. I believe it's West Virginia. West Virginia or Virginia? Oh, she walked away from me. She's tired of my shoe. So I used to use the app to turn on the pump here at the TA and the Petro. And when my brother first started out, enter swipe ultra one card. What? Let's just cancel. I let him log into my app to start a pump using my card, and he was just going to pay me for it. And it's like, ever since he logged into the app, I can't get it to work now. So I can still go in there and reserve a shower through it, but for some reason it won't start the pumps. So I think we've got about an hour and a half left to get there. And I think I told you guys we're picking up going back to... I hate all the questions they ask about this. We go back to Ohio. Additional products? No! Man, it's like you have to take a test just to turn the car. Yeah, so we're going back to Ohio again. My brother is picking up this morning, going to Georgia. So his week's kind of shot because he had to pick up today to drive to Georgia. That pretty much, that's going to put him out till Thursday. For not a lot of money because he went to Minneapolis. I told him don't go to Minneapolis. He got real lucky one time when he went up to Minneapolis. And him and Mason found 2 partials. It was 2 CNC machines. How crazy is that? 2 CNC machines from different companies going to different people. And you end up getting like $3 a mile on both. So he's like, oh no, Minneapolis is good. I'm like, bro, you got super lucky. So anyways, we're gonna shoot some fuel in this pig. I had RTS reach out to me because we haven't used our fuel card in so long. They're kind of like, you know, what's going on? It's like, well, this other card has been beating the price. So he's telling me that if I get all my fuel receipts together and stuff and prove that I'm getting a better price from this other company, then they'll beat it. I just have to put it all in an Excel sheet and do all that mess. And honestly, I just haven't had time to do it. So anyways, just gonna do our quick walk around here, make sure everything's good. See if you guys can see this tire. See how this tire is kind of worn funny now? Like it's completely taken off that rib right here where it rubs on this metal plate right here. So I don't know, for some reason you can see the gap in this one compared to back here. Now, of course, we're kind of up on a slope, so that's pushed up higher than this one, obviously, but it's still usually a little bit more like that. The leveling valve is back here. I'm thinking I should add another leveling valve for this one. And I think that's why my dump axle valve hasn't been working, because I think I need a leveling valve on both. That way it'll keep this one inflated and allow that one to be dumped. I don't know, I'll have to play around with it. I always say I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then I go home and it's hard to get motivated. So, look at that. It is 5:59 here, but I think after my discount it's like 460, 464 a gallon maybe. No, let me grab my phone, I'll let you know. Hi, Mackie. What's up, baby? I don't want your butthole lips in my face. You gotta grab my phone. It is going to be 464 here. See, 559 to 464. So, oh, you honking the horn? Are you ready to go? All right. Anyways, just want to give you an update this morning. We'll see you guys when we're unloading. I think I was supposed to be in that right lane, but I followed this other truck.
Turn left on I-77
Like a
south,
dummy.
then keep left.
Jesus Christ. I'm one of those people. Is this the way we want? Alright, so I just figured out my fuel mileage. I'm getting 5.16 miles to the gallon. I don't know if you other truck drivers have noticed, but like TA's fuel is like a brown dirty color. I feel like I get better fuel mileage when I fuel up at Love's, if that sounds crazy. Like Love's fuel is usually like nice and clean and clear, and TA's is just like a dirty brown usually.
Keep left to I-77 south, then take the ramp ahead.
But there for a while, like, we were getting a really good discount at Love's, and we were fueling up at Love's. But here lately, it's too big of a price gap. Like if Love's is a little bit more than TA or Petro, then I'll usually fill up at Love's just so I can get those Love shower credits. So we'd rather get a shower at Love's than anywhere else, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely the cleaner truck stops. Wow. I just need to hardwire that thing. And something just fell down there by my foot.
Your drink?
Oh, my drink. Yeah. I don't know. You guys noticing a difference in like the fuel color from like Love's to the other truck stops? And have you noticed a difference in fuel mileage between the two? I mean, we are on the 77 and we're 76,000 pounds coming up through those mountains. But I noticed last time that we were out, like it seemed like, I mean, we're getting over 6 miles to the gallon. And we were also filling up at pretty much all Loves last time. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
Take the ramp ahead.
We went to go make copies of the paperwork. They still got these 2 pieces of trim to unload, and we're done, huh, woman?
Yeah.
People are saying I make you do too much work. Yeah. What do you think of that? You work too much. Should be at home in the kitchen or something, huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you've been busted.
No.
You've been busted being adorable. Hey, fat butts. Man, it's hot. For some reason, these new mud flap hangers that we put on keep catching on the trailer and bending them back. This is the second time I've bent them back. You can see that one's really messed up. It's like when the truck's at a weird angle, the mud flaps are catching right here for some reason. The old ones were like, they had like a spring to it, and the springs were always getting bent, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, now I know why. So what I may have to do, these came with new hangers, but I didn't want to have to drill new holes in the frame, so I just stuck them in the old hangers. What I may have to do is go ahead and put the new hangers on and move this forward a little bit, because I think my fifth wheel's all the way back. Yeah, my fifth wheel's all the way back, so I couldn't get any more room if I wanted. I don't know what I would do if I slid that forward, because we'd definitely be too close back here then. I don't know. Waiting on some paperwork. We'll I think we got 30 minutes to our next pickup, so we'll see you guys in a bit. They want me to pull up where the semi-truck was?
I would talk to the driver. She was like, they might want you to pull up here.
Oh, you know what those are? Those?
They're cabinets.
They allow your truck to run on propane.
Oh, yeah?
Or natural gas. Yeah. Those must be for UPS because they're brown. Oh, look how he had to drive over the curb up there.
Yeah, the other dude had to too.
Well, I guess he's going in, so. Sorry, my guy. I don't know if they have long forks and they can load those from one side or what.
Look at all the Amazon trucks.
Amazon.com. I bet I'm gonna have to move for this car. Alright, finally got pulled back an hour later. Wasn't too bad. There's a bunch of semi-dry vans pulling in. Oh, he's ready for us. Pointless to put my camera up on some of these loads because as soon as they put the first piece on, it blocks them. So basically what they have you do is they have you run your strap through this little rail here. Might be kind of dark in there. I don't know if they can see. So he's got one more to put on. Start ratcheting these things down. We've run into a little bit of an issue that I've never really dealt with before, and that is, well, I guess I could probably run a 2-inch in here. I know I can fit a 2-inch hook in here and run through there. I was just gonna hook right here with my hook, but it looks like this one might be a little crooked. Well, I think, oh, I still have to close that door, right?
Yeah.
If one of these doors open. That's pretty much it. We had to go outside the rub rail because of these pipes would be in the way. So I had to go outside just to make it nice and straight on a few of these. And then back here, our wheel well was in the way, so we had to run a 2 through there. Oh, man, we are pushing the limits at 13.6. I'm gonna have to drop these airbags down a little bit. All right. I'm hot and sweaty. Let me put you guys in the truck and finish cleaning up. All right, so now this lot is so tight that you pretty much have to run over this curb. I'm gonna back up and see if I can get further on that side and swing as wide as I can. I think no matter what, you have to drive over this thing, which is a shame. They should either cut this out or put some dirt up on it. And then I think that leads around to the front of the building. So Lita's just strapping down the tarps now. We should be good to go. Hey, careful, old lady. You don't want to be all jacked up like me. We should just miss the front of it. All right, I should be able to cut hard to the right here. Swing it around.
It looks like they are trying to put dirt on there.
I think that's just over the years of trucks kicking up dirt as they spin going over it. You know what I mean? I hate I gotta drive over it.
Yeah, kind of shitty. It's a big ass curve.
Yeah. Ride this right hand side as hard as I can. First one's over. Whew. That's a tall load. I think we are right at 13.6 with those eye bolts up at the top.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that where we're going? 6 hours? Nice. Just in case we run into, it's like people have been running over the sidewalk a little bit.
At the end of the street, turn left.